Hey guys, welcome to the finale of Let's Play Metroid Fusion. In the last episode, we defeated Neo Ridley, an X Parasite mimicking our nemesis Ridley. And we got the Screw Attack, which is a very powerful somersault attack that will kill almost anything in this game. So, it's really good, but we also did our cleanup of the BSL station for the most part. We have gotten every expansion in the game. We got all the missiles, we got all the energy tanks. We're missing one power bomb tank, but we're going to be getting to that in this episode, so don't mind that. But we have almost 100%, we have 99% of the items right now in the game. So we're pretty much done. All we have left to do is we have to talk to the navigation room, because now that we defeated Neo Ridley, it says Screw Attack ability restored, proceed to the navigation room. So, without further ado, let's go on to the navigation room and talk to the computer. Samus, we're done here. Leave the rest of the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station. Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce? The Federation has taken an interest in the X, and SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential applications. This is ridiculous! The X are heartless abominations! What potential could they have? It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly. This is madness! They won't stand a chance here. This station will devour them. What could be worth the risk? Capturing the SAX, of course. Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew that you would try to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. Yet, somehow, you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade, because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they had already sent it. You tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. They are already on their way. Fools. As soon as the Federation ship lands, the X will overwhelm them and absorb their knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic those perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They are single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase their number. They are a plague, and the Federation underestimates the threat. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station, and myself if I have to. So, unfortunately, here at this point, Samus is kind of in a pickle. Federation's here wanting to come over here to capture the SAX and study it and use it as a weapon, even though it's just a plague, like Samus says, that will spread across the galaxy. And unfortunately, our computer friend here has locked us in the navigation room. We can't leave unless we talk to it again. So let's go ahead and talk to computer again. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you until the ship arrives. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen? Adam? Adam? Who's Adam? A friend of mine? What would this friend advise you to do now? He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So, he chose life for you, our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours. For the sake of the universe. How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand, machine? You know that detonating this station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X Parasites. Even though the station would be utterly destroyed, you would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. If you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept SR-388. Because at that moment, Samus realized something. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady? It was at that moment Samus realized that her friend Adam Malkovich is actually inside this machine. Yes, the mind of Adam Malkovich is actually inside the computer that was helping us all along. Her friend that made the sacrifice for her a long time ago has actually been reunited with her. So our final mission is to send this station into the planet itself to destroy not only the planet, but completely eradicate the X Parasites out of existence. Make them go extinct. Destroy them on the station and destroy them on the planet. So now we have to head up to the operations room and put an end to this. So now we're gonna head up there. We have one more pickup left to do. Well, not like it would make a difference, because it's just a power bomb expansion, but it's actually here on the main deck, and you could have gotten this one probably after you got power bombs. So it's kind of a thing. But the thing is that we haven't been in the main deck in such a long time. Like the last time we were on the main deck was really when we got back to when we had to go back to the ship for the reactor core earlier. So we can actually go up this way. If we go up this way towards the navigation, the habitation deck, you'll notice that there's a thing right here. This is the power bomb blockade thing that we couldn't do before. But we can destroy it and we can go through here. As you can see, some of these doors are locked. After you talk to Adam the last time, some of these doors will be locked off and you can't go back. This is what I was talking about, that we needed to do our cleanup now, because some of these doors block off and you can't go back and get some power-ups that you're missing. This clears up after you beat the game. All the doors will open after you beat the game, so don't worry about it. But inside this room, you need to jump up here and get into this invisible wall right here, and jump up again, and we can get our last power bomb expansion. So now we have 100% of the game. 100% of the game, and pretty much done with the game at this point. So we can actually get back through here and go through this room again. This is probably your last chance to save in this game, so I really would suggest you save here. This is probably the best save point you can be at, so keep that in mind. We're going to be heading back up to the main deck, or not main deck, the observation deck here, and this is probably my favorite. I love this part of the game, But I'll tell you one thing. When I was younger, I had such a trouble here, because you'll see here in just a second. We're going to go up to the observation deck. And you probably noticed that there was a red door at the very top. We could have accessed this earlier, but there would have been nothing for us there. We can't do anything just yet. But we're going to go through here. And the door locks behind us, and we're going to get close, fly up to this room here, and get towards the door. As soon as we do that, our friend the SAX is finally fighting us. We are fighting the SAX for realsies this time. And the SAX is really strong, if you couldn't believe that. It's like I said, you've been kind of dealing with it the whole entire game. The best strategy I can really do is charge up a wave beam and just, as soon as you let go, jump over it, because it'll kind of like manipulate the AI to jump over you a little bit. And you can kind of just rinse and repeat this cycle back and forth like this. This is the best way to fight the SAX, in my honest opinion, because it's gonna take off like a lot of your energy just by doing it. But as soon as you do enough damage to it, it turns into this abomination. But don't let the big abomination fool you. All it does is just jump around like this. It doesn't do anything else. And it'll go down in a couple hits. It's literally, the second phase is a joke. As soon as he does that, he's in his death animation. Or it's in this death animation, I'm sorry. As soon as you get close to it, it just dies. So the SAX, as much as I mentioned before, I've developed a strategy with the SAX to make it like really easy. But as soon as we do that, we can finally attack this I-Core X, and we're gonna probably restore our Ice Beam back again. I thought they said we can't. So this is gonna be interesting. But as soon as we do that, we can finally go up and grab this Ice Beam, huh? Let's go ahead and do that. Or it's just gonna run away. Yeah, the SAX has said, no, you ain't gonna absorb me. I got more tricks up my sleeve, and just went away. But it'll allow us to go onto the operations room. And I love the scenery of this room. This room looks really cool. So, let's further ado, let's go ahead and activate the orbit change. Orbit change implemented. 3 minutes to impact. So now we have another self-destruct sequence. We have another, countdown. We have 3 minutes to get off the station. We gotta head back to our ship. And I love this escape sequence theme. This is probably one of my favorite escape sequence in the entire Metroid franchise. I like Metroid Prime 2's escape theme a lot better, but this is probably up there with my favorite. So now we gotta head back to our ship. We have 3 minutes to do so, which does, to be honest, it doesn't seem like it's that much, but it can, if you don't book it there, you won't have time to do so. So let's go ahead and go through here. Go through the save room. As you can tell, all the machines aren't working because, well, the station's not gonna be, it's not in a very good spot right now. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead down to the docking bay, screw attack all through all these walls here, and as soon as we come in here, you'll notice, oh my gosh, this was paved good before. Now there's holes all over the place. As soon as we come up here, oh my gosh, where's my ship? Where's my ship? And there's a Metroid carrier space here. What's going on here? But if you try to leave this room, you're greeted to the Omega Metroid. Yes, an Omega Metroid escaped the lab. Unfortunately, we can't really do anything to the Metroid. Our weapons don't work to it. And in one swipe, will bring us down to 1 energy. It looks like Samus is done in for. But the SAX has come to save us. Or at least show us how to damage it. But the Omega Metroid doesn't like the Ice Beam, so it attacked the SAX. Now we can absorb the SAX's parasite. So now we can actually fight it. In order to fight the Omega Metroid, you have to aim diagonally up at its chest and attack its chest. One swipe will take off an energy tank, and it'll leave you invulnerable for a couple seconds. Leave you invulnerable like that. Not leave you. leave you vulnerable. That's the word I'm looking for. But we just want to keep rinsing and repeating. When he raises his claw, just back away from him like this. And you just keep attacking him until, well, ultimately he dies. You only have a minute to kill him, so be careful. You just have a little bit to do so go ahead and just keep attacking him. Sometimes he'll swipe a couple of times instead of just one, and like I said, each swipe is a whole energy tank off of your thing. But enough attacks, the Omega Metroid will die. And there's our ship. Now, ship, can you hurry up? I only got 40 seconds left before the station goes boom. As soon as we do that, well, we finished the game, guys. The station is destroyed, and the planet is destroyed too. That perfect military mind. The wisdom of Adam Malkovich continued to serve, even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe viewer resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. The animals saved our lives yet again. This is the repayment the animals had for us for saving them in Super Metroid. They saved Samus in the end of this game. Oh my gosh. This game means a lot to me. Metroid Fusion has introduced me to a franchise that means the world to me. It is by far my favorite Nintendo franchise in general. I replay all the games all the time. And these games just taught me a lot about how I enjoy video games a lot and replay a lot of games that I love to death. And showed me the value of completing games in general too. This game taught me that it's fun to finish games and complete them and get 100% in the game. But it also introduced me to a franchise that meant a lot to me. It introduced me to experiences that I can never replicate again. Metroid Fusion was my first Metroid game. And not only was it important to me, but is also important to my brother as well. He plays this game quite a lot. And if you guys remember, a long time ago, he did videos for this game on the channel too. And this game just is very special to me, and it will always be one of my favorite games of all time. I know this game is linear like the other Metroid games. I know this game has a lot of hand-holding in it, but this game replicates a lot of things that I really love about this series in general. The story is really good, and the importance of Samus Aran's character is really shined through in this game. But we got to the end of the credits here, and I barely got to talk to what I wanted to talk. But as soon as you beat the game, you're always rewarded in every Metro game an ending screenshot. based on how well you performed in that game. And it looks like we did pretty crappy. Actually, no, we didn't. We got the best one for 100%. Our clear time was 4 hours. Exactly 4 hours. Your rate for completing items is 100%. And this is our ending screenshot. It shows Samus out of her suit. And it's a really, really pretty manga, like, anime style screenshot. It's really, I love getting these rewards as a bonus for this game. But we got 100% in the game, and that's not all for the ending screenshots. There's 5 ending screenshots you can get, and I'll go over them in a bonus video on how you obtain these things. But yeah, this game means a lot to me, guys. I'm so glad that I got to experience this again with you. I know we did a Let's Play of this years ago, but I really wanted to do a game that I've done on this channel before for my 10-year anniversary of YouTube. And I thought this game would be perfect for it, because I know a lot of people that have been around on the channel for so long that would appreciate a revisit to this game, because the playthrough itself meant a lot to me. And I'm so glad I got to experience this game again with you. Metroid Fusion will always be one of my favorite games ever. And I'm so thankful I played this when I was younger, because it introduced me to a franchise that I hold near and dear to my heart, with franchises like Golden Sun, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Legend of Zelda, and a lot of other franchises that I hold dear to my heart. Metroid is up there with them, and I will always be a fan of this franchise. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The last things I want to do for this game is to show off how to get all this ending screenshots and what you need to do in order to get them. So we're going to be doing that in the bonus part. But for right now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video I do. Take care, everybody.